Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is another video I'm gonna do about a stalker, another one. My bad. But hopefully I have no technical difficulties on this video because my lights were acting up, but yeah. Okay. This one is about another stalker, and I know it sounds weird to like have two stalkers, but like I don't know. It's weird and I'm young, so like people are just like on the prowl. Okay, but yeah, I'm sorry I'm talking really loud. Or not loud, but fast. I'm gonna slow it down a bit right here. Okay, so the way how this one happened was, you know how Instagram is, and like when someone starts liking your photos, you start to like theirs. Someone, well, like this one, it started out the request because you have to request to follow me. So this person requested to follow me. Of course, I accepted it. I started looking through their pictures and I was like, who the crap is this person? But then it said like that they lived in my area and blah blah blah. I went to like the school I was supposed to go to, but I didn't go to because I moved 3 times. But yeah, and so this person started liking my photos like one by one and one by one, like every single photo, and I had like a lot, so I was like, this person to go through all my photos and like them is kind of weird, and that I didn't know them. And so I liked some of his photos, so of course he was like, oh my god, if she's liking my photos, she likes me, blah blah blah. So I'm sorry, pencil. Okay, I get so distracted in these videos. Okay, I'm sorry, back on the topic. So then he started liking my photos, I liked some of his, and then he commented, oh my god, this is my favorite one, you're beautiful. I was like, thank you. And then so he DM'd me saying, if you don't know what DM is, wow, but it's direct message where you can directly message someone on Instagram. Yeah, okay, so he direct messaged me saying like, hey, do you have a Snapchat? You're really pretty. And I was like, sure, thanks. Here's my Snapchat. So I gave it to him. I know this like same way as it went on Snapchat as my other stalker story, which I will put in the video box description box. I'm sorry, but yeah. And I know I'm always wearing these little alien shirts. You guys have said that. My friends have like texted me saying like, you always wear those little alien shirts. I'm like, yeah, I know, because they're cute. But so he messaged me on Snapchat because I had to accept it, obviously, and he was like, hey. I was like, hey. I actually, well, I don't have the, I don't know if I still have the whole conversation, but I was gonna make a video about it at that time, but I just thought it was like really weird to make it right then and there. And again, like my last one, this person knew my brother, but this time like he knew my mom, which I thought was like really weird. And he was telling me how like the description of my house looked like, and it was like I said, it's like the other stalker was really similar to this one. They both knew where I lived, my address, the kind of like dog that I had, what kind of car we were driving. Like it was just like a lot of stuff that they just like named about my family, but not me. And I had told him, I was like, do you know who I am? And he was like, no, I honestly don't. Like, what's your name? And I was like, obviously this is my name, Stephanie, because my Snapchat like says it. And he was like, oh, okay, yeah, I know Emmanuel. Once again, that's my brother. And I was like, okay, how do you know Emmanuel? He was like, oh, I'm his friend's brother's best friend or something. Like, it's always linked. You get me? Like, it's always someone, something to something, and this is that, and this is their friend, or this is their cousin. And I was just like, oh, okay, yeah, that's my cousin. Because it's basically like, you know how when your mom has a really, 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 really close friend or like a best friend, and like their kids are like your cousins, like y'all guys just hang out so much and y'all guys were like raised with each other, y'all guys are cousins, but not like really cousins, we're just like cousins. But yeah, and what had happened with that was he was basically saying that he was my cousin's best friend, but I was like, I don't really hang around with those cousins because they're all boys and my brother's the one that hangs out with them more, so I wouldn't know. And then this kid was talking about how like, oh yeah, me and your brother hang out. We always go to the skate park. We always do this. We always do that. I also know your other cousin. And he named my other cousin. And he was just saying like all this stuff about my cousin. Like he likes to skate. He likes to eat this. He likes to do that. I was like, why would you tell me all that? Like, that's weird. And then I was like, oh, that's a little strange. And he was like, yeah, you probably know my sister. This is my sister. And I was like, I mean, I've heard of her, but I don't know her. And he was like, oh, okay, yeah. But like, I don't know, he just kept on naming like a lot of things. Like this one, was weird because he had said he had went to my house and he had like been in my brother's room, and I was like, obviously, like, okay, what I don't get about these people is if you go into my house, I'm always there, like, no matter what, like, unless if I'm with my friends. But like back then that was really rare for me because like I had friends, but like I just didn't go out much. But nowadays, like, I'm almost like never home unless my friends are like gone or something. But yeah. And so what had happened was, like, he was saying like, yeah, I've been to your house, this is what it looks like on the inside, like, I've been to your brother's room, his room is blue, and like just weird crap. And then he kept on saying my mom's name, and it was so weird. Like, he kept on, I'm not gonna say my mom's name on here just because, for like personal reasons, I don't know, I just don't want to say my mom's name. But we'll call her Sandy. Okay, so Sandy, like, he kept on saying like, oh yeah, Sandy, this is Emmanuel's mom, and then Sandy cooks this, and Sandy does that, and she works for this and this and that. I was like, that's so weird. Like, so you're trying to tell me you know everything about my life, but you do not know who I am? He was like, no, I honestly don't. But I thought it was so weird that he would mention, like, oh no, okay, the reason why he had mentioned my brother in the first place is because I had posted about my brother on my story, and I had said he's so ugly. Of course I was playing like he's my brother, but I had said like he's so ugly, and I was just being like really mean. I was like, he needs to shut up, or this and that and this and that. But I love my brother, he's cool. But and so he had like sent me a message about that post, and he was saying like, yeah, Emmanuel's so ugly. And that's why, like, that's how basically like the whole thing started. That I'm just remembering that now because I was like, how did this thing start? But like, yeah, that's how it originally started. Is like he texted me about that, and I was like, so you know Emmanuel? And he was saying like, oh yeah, like blah blah blah, everything I just told you pretty much. And then so like the fact that he kept on bringing up my mom was so weird. But I was like, yeah, you do not know who I am. He was like, no, I don't. And I was like, oh my goodness, like, should I just say who I am, or like, what should I do? And I'm sorry if I guys hear noises, it's raining outside. But and I had said like, well, I'm Emmanuel's sister. He was like, Emmanuel has a sister? I was like, that's just to show how much like people care about me. He was like, Emmanuel has a sister? Really? Sonia has another, well, I just said my mom's name. Okay, Sandy has another like kid. And I was like, yeah, like, that's me. He was like, oh, I've never seen you before, like, how come nobody talks about you? I was like, I don't know, people just don't care for me. Okay. Yeah, but I don't know, it was really weird. He was being like really, like, not vulgar with his Snapchat, so he was like weird. Like, he would send me pictures of like not his face, but like literally like his forehead up, or like his chin, or like, I don't know, he sent me like the weirdest crap. Like, I was just like, what's your name? And I didn't even know this kid's name. He finally told me. I was like, oh, that's cool, I guess. And like I said, all of my stalkers apparently start with the letter A. But yeah, and I was just like so weirded out by it. But I don't know. And like nowadays, like, I just have him on Snapchat. Like, we just started talking for like a couple of weeks, which is weird to think about. Like, oh my god, like, this was your stalker and now you're just talking to him. We don't talk anymore because, like, I don't know, like, not that I got tired of him, but he was just like really weird. Like, every single time I would tell him like, hey, let's hang out here, let's go here, he would always he would always tell me like, oh, I'm busy, or I don't feel like going out, or this and that. It sounds like a typical catfish type of deal, but he wasn't a catfish because my brother knew him. And he said, like, I asked my brother, I was like, does he have this color hair, is he this short, and like this and that. He was like, yeah, that's him, that's definitely him. And like nowadays, like, I still see pictures of him, so like now I know what he looks like. But I don't know, I think the whole situation was like really weird. And I don't know if you would really consider it like a stalker. I feel like the first one is more of a stalker, of course. This one was just more like a social media type of stalker. And it wasn't like a stalker like I said. It wasn't like he followed me around like my first one. My first one was really weird. But yeah, so leave a comment down below if y'all guys want to see more of these story time videos. I don't know if I'm going to make another one right now because I still have the 2 times I almost died. Some dude was trying to sell me his mixtape the other day, and I think it would be like a fun little story to tell. It's only like going to be like maybe at max like 5 minutes. It's not long. It was like really short, quick thing. My first job and how I quit. I was literally like 12, which I think is illegal. I'm pretty sure that's illegal. Like, I don't know, but it wasn't like a hard job. Anyway, the first time I was in a shootout, intruder story, and the time I almost got robbed. Yeah, like fun little story times. But leave a comment down below which one y'all guys want to see next. Go view my last one. I'll put it in the description box. And don't forget to like and subscribe to see more videos like this one. And yeah, so y'all guys have a beautiful, magnificent, awesome, possum day. So bye.